This film is about extreme college hazing. Let's go! Hey, welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing. I'm Billy Bogues, and today we're looking at a 2016 psychological thriller called Goat. As usual, I'll be breaking down the entire film, so massive spoilers ahead. Progress on at your own risk. Meet Brad. Next year, he'll be going to the same college as his older brother, Brett. But right now, they're just at a college frat party.
Want some Coke, Brad?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You want take a little like this? Pull on your gums?
I'm straight, bro.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and while we're here, we can meet Chance as well. Here he is. Chance is part of the fraternity, along with Brett. Anyways, it's late, and Brad decides against doing cocaine with the other guys, and he leaves the frat party early.
I'm not leaving because of Liam.
Alright.
Dude, this party's fucking weird as hell anyway.
On the way to his car, he's approached by some strangers, supposedly from the party. They ask for a ride, and Brad, well, he begrudgingly agrees.
Hey, I saw you inside. Do you think I could get a ride?
Where you going?
Not far.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Obviously, these guys are up to no good, and they force Brett to drive off the road in the middle of nowhere and beat the living shit out of him. They then proceed to steal the car and leave Brad for dead. The next day at the cop shop, that's what Australians call a police station, the detectives are hesitant to believe Brad's story, and they pretty much just victim blame him.
Did you say something to them? Call them something? Resist? Provoke?
The fuck do I know?
Understandably, he then leaves and has an absolute meltdown in his car. Well, not his car, it's probably alone because, you know. Months later, the brothers are at a frat party by the lake, and the frat bros commend Brad on being so tough.
I'll say this though. My boy Brandon said take a fucking punch, man.
Alright, it's officially the first day of college, and Brett and Brad are moving stuff into Brad's dorm when they meet Brad's dorm mate, Fitch.
One of you, Brad? I'm your roommate, Will Fitchley, but people call me Fitch.
The freshmen all get their first real taste of fraternity when they meet Mitch. Mitch is a previous graduate, and well, he's fraternity royalty.
We are brothers through and through, seldom cuss and never lie. We are brothers till we die.
Now the boys really have a taste, and well, they want in. The new recruits are known as goats, and their first pledging ritual sees them being accosted physically and forced to drink copious amounts of alcohol. In Australia, we call that Wednesday. Fitch is targeted for being weak and is eventually, caged and urinated on. The other boys, however, are simply tied together in their underwear.
Morning, goats.
Didn't they get off easy? A few days later, Brad is woken up early in the morning, dragged to the bathroom, and forced to eat poo-poo from the toilet.
What the fuck, dude? Get down.
Luckily, it's not actually a poo-poo, it's just a poo-poo water-soaked banana. Haha, that's way better. Jokes.
You're not leaving till you taste my shit, bitch. Get it!
So if you think any of the hazing rituals that I've mentioned so far seem not that disturbing, well, it's Hell Week.
Welcome to Hell Week, goats.
Hell Week is where all of the hazing is turned up to 11 to completely weed out all of the weaklings. The freshmen are bound and hooded, and then they're led into the forest.
Hustle, bitches! Hurry the fuck up! Step up! Boy's gonna beat your fucking maker.
For their first pledge, they're all blindfolded and forced to do sucky-sucky on some fake ding-dongs. There's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
My fucking dick! You're good at that. You look at this fucking faggot!
They're then locked in a cabin, semi-naked, covered in gunk, and forced to finish a gigantic keg of beer. And if they fail,
If you fail, I can 100% promise you are gonna have to fuck this goat.
but good news, albeit after much vomiting, they managed to finish the keg and pull it off.
It's tapped! It's tapped!
Okay, Hell Week's over, but the goats still have the rest of the semester to be the frat boys' bitches.
You're far from brothers. Okay, you still have the rest of the semester to be our little bitches.
Around this time, Brett and Brad have a massive argument, with Brett not believing Brad is tough enough to find a place in the frat.
Why not? Just fucking say it,
Because you don't
goddammit.
belong here. You don't fucking belong here. This is not for you.
A few days later at the frat house, a few of the goats are being pelted with rotten fruit by the frat boys.
Give me some room, give me some room.
Brad refuses to participate, and as he protests, Bitch is hit really hard in the head.
It's fine.
You okay, buddy?
Fucking asshole, man.
Whoa.
No, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Dude, I'm fine.
The next day, to make Fitch feel better about the whole ordeal, the frat boys break into his room and tape his hands to his face. I don't think that's how you say sorry.
Hey, let go of his arms, let go of his
Man, this Fitch guy is really copying it. But things are looking up because that night, at the running track, Fitch is doing some training and suddenly and unexpectedly, he has a heart attack and dies. Book, dead. At the funeral, Chance invites Brad to a get-together in Fitch's honour, but Brad declines.
We're doing a little thing. We're doing a get-together tonight at the house. Just brothers only, just to chat. Just kind of no drinking or anything, just to talk. Just try to deal about with what we're feeling.
Yeah, I don't think I can come tonight, Chance.
It turns out that get-together was actually a meeting for the frat boys to try and figure out an alibi.
If you don't have an answer, just say I don't know.
Turns out the school is investigating Phi Sigma Mu, that's the actual name of the fraternity, I probably should have mentioned that earlier, as Fitch's autopsy actually revealed all of the abuse he was suffering at the hands of the fraternity. Brad meets with the dean of the school, but divulges no information.
And you know what? It's your responsibility.
It's my responsibility. It's your duty. Will's dead. He's dead. Okay? I don't know what else to tell you.
Brad, just tell me what happened.
And soon after, he discovers that the entire fraternity has been suspended from college.
Fraternity just got suspended for the rest of the year.
What?
Yeah, somebody fucking talk, dude. It's over.
After the meeting, Brad returns to his dorm room and he finds the live goat, a room covered in goat shit, and a box of laxatives. Yeah, looks like someone's targeting him. The goat also has the words "rat fuck" painted on the side of its body. Brad confronts the frat house. They think he's a rat, and they're ready to kick his ass.
Admit you're the rat, or I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. How about that?
I'm not a fucking rat.
However, right before a potential beating ensues, Brett comes down from upstairs and breaks the whole thing up. Turns out, the rat was him.
Your brother's a rat. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
No, he's not. I am.
What?
Brett finally understands the true repercussions of Phi Sigma Mu's hazing, and he wants no more.
I fucking told them everything. All right?
What'd you say?
This shit doesn't fucking matter. Okay? None of it. I don't care anymore. I just don't fucking care.
Now it's Chance's turn for a beating,
What the fuck are you doing?
and once it's over, the two brothers leave.
I'm fucking done. Come on. Okay.
The film ends with Brett and Brad at the police station trying to identify one of the men who had assaulted Brad at the start of the film.
Hey, fellas. Can I see Brad just for a second?
He discovers that one of the men who assaulted him was actually killed in a robbery gone wrong.
So last week, he makes bail. That night, he goes out and tries to rob a gas station. Shot 3 times in the chest.
Brad is shown a police lineup, and he has to identify the right guy. But unfortunately, Brad fails to identify his attacker, even though we all know that it was fucking obviously number 3.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't see him here.
The end. Here's the thing, right? GOAT is not a perfect film, but it is a really, really good one. The acting and the script is incredible. The casting is perfect. And I really believed these characters were who they were. Everything about this movie was almost fantastic. However, I've got a problem. While I usually really enjoy a bleak ending to a film, for some reason, GOAT left me wanting more. The reason I probably didn't get what I was looking for is that GOAT is supposedly based on a real story, and I guess this is how the real story actually ended. Maybe I should appreciate that the film is actually painting a realistic picture, but I don't. You see, abuse can't be a part of any kind of healthy relationship in any way, and that's exactly what college hazing is. I mean, at least as far as an Australian who never graduated university can understand. In conclusion, GOAT was a great film, and I can't really think of any ways it could have expanded on what it was already doing. So, having said all that, let's rate and rank this thing. Okay, so where does 2016's GOAT sit amongst its brethren of disturbing films? Let's rate and rank this thing. So, I'm going to give GOAT out of 100, just as far as being a film, a 66.3. I think that's really fair. GOAT could have been so much more, but it was really good at what it did. Next up, we're going to get an audience rating, and I'm going to get that by visiting the most popular movie review sites. I'm going to average all of the scores together, and it looks like the general consensus for the audience out there is that GOAT deserves a 55.3. Yeah, fair, I can see that. So to get a balance between what you guys think of the film and what I think of the film, I'm going to average my score together with your score, and we're going to get a combined rating of 60.8. Yeah, that fits. The next thing we have to do is rank GOAT on exactly how disturbing the film was. Now, while GOAT didn't have any specifically visceral, disturbing scenes, I've got to say that the film itself is overall really upsetting. Really upsetting. This shit's real. So I'm going to give GOAT a disturbing rating of 36.4. It seems low, but in comparison to some of the other stuff we've rated here, this really is child's play. It's entry-level disturbing cinema. So finally, we have to figure out an ultimate disturbing rating for GOAT, and we're going to do that by averaging out how good the film actually was with how disturbing the film actually was. And when we pump those numbers together, it looks like we're giving 2016's GOAT an ultimate disturbing rating of 48.6. That puts it in 13th position, and it looks like GOAT is more disturbing than Life, but a little bit less disturbing than last episode's Soft and Quiet. So there you go guys, that's what I thought of 2016's GOAT. Leave any of your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content, it really helps me out. And I'm Billy Bogues. I'll catch you guys next time.